Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And we're all a bit guilty of that. I remember mentioning to a friend that I'd had quite a lot of relationships before I got married. And she said, "Oh no, Maggie, you've had one relationship just with a lot of different people." And most of us avoid conflict. Of course, there are the fighters among us, but probably if you're like me, you're more of a freezer or a fleer. And maybe we just need to stop functioning at the level of the problem and start trying to function from the level of the solution. And how to do that? Well, we need to understand the rules of conflict. And yes, there are definite rules of conflict. And one of the primary rules of conflict is that sex and gender roles are in there deep and hidden. And it's really important to understand how to unravel those sex roles, not just men and women or father, daughter, mother, son. They're much more complicated than that, and they fit in with a lot of the archetypes that Jung talked about too. So if we can have a look at the sex roles and how we play them, then we've got a chance of changing our relationships and updating how we respond to the world. And that can be a very, very positive thing. But let's start with the ground rules. Christian nationalism is on the rise, and that takes a lot from the Bible, but it's very badly translated, out of date Bible. We have a patriarchy that is headed by a masculine God. Not biblically true. The first two words of Genesis chapter 1, verse 1, make it clear that the God who created the universe is feminine. So let's build from there. Let's look at this balance and see where we can bring it back into equanimity and healing and move forward. So please join me this Thursday for the next 5 weeks. And if you can't join on Thursday live, it's all recorded so you can listen to it and view it later. And it's called From Surviving to Thriving. Clearing the muddied waters of conflict. If you want more details, there's far too many details on my website, maggiewhitehouse.com/workshops. Thanks for watching.